is going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about a story that has come out recently, within the last 5 days. Um, and this is involving e-bikes, electric scooters, and one wheels, apparently mobility scooters as well, which is the part that really confused me. But today, we've already discussed things like how much accidents have taken place, and I gave you guys some information where I suggested that it's all counted into one incident. So them four vehicles that I just previously mentioned, every time there's an accident, is put into one category for insurance purposes. Now, as we come down here, okay, well, we can go through the title first. E-bike injury claims push up insurance for car drivers and motorbikes. Now, we come further down, it then goes on to tell us that it's over £100 million, and it's a non-profit company that has put this information together, which is the MBI. This has been going on from this information here, from hit and runs and all sorts, from 2023 to 2025, which has increased gradually year by year. Now, as we continue to go down through this story, it comes here for claims related to e-scooters and e-bikes have amounted to 108 million, right? Now, with the unicycles, mobility scooters included, it has risen to the amount of 111 million, and that's from 2015 to 2026. Now, this is the thing where I have an issue with this story, okay? Because I am very much aware that there is a lot of illegal scooters out here, and there is a lot of government scooters out here. Now, when someone has an accident on one of the, okay, I call it a government scooter, but it's not a government scooter, it's actually Lime or any other company, and they apply to the local council to get approval for these vehicles. Now, where my issue lies with this information here, you don't tell us the difference between whether it's a private owned vehicle or if it's an insured vehicle, which technically matters, because I am very much aware that it's all being counted into one circle, right? It's all getting plonked into there, and it all comes up to 111 million. Now, this is where I tend to have a bigger issue, is because if it's down to the illegal scooters already, right, and you guys are going to claim that it's just private vehicles, if we look here, private e-scooters, the whole way through this story it mentions about private e-scooters, people getting given a ghost license if they don't have a license already, which a ghost license, if you don't know, means no matter how old you are, if you're caught driving a vehicle without insurance, tax or MOT, all the rest of it, you get 3 points. Now, them 3 points will be waiting for you on a ghost license until you get your real driver's license, if you ever manage to, that is. And you can see it right here, ghost license. So, yeah, it's the penalty points. But more to the point, what's the difference in these vehicles? Are they road legal scooters with a license plate and you're just not telling us that information? Or is it a whole completely different story? Because meanwhile, electric bikes are only legal if they meet the electric assist pedal cycle regulations, including minimum motor output of 250 watts. See, it doesn't tell you can't have a 1,000 watt motor. That's something you have to also be aware of, or a 750 watt. It literally tells you the maximum motor power output of 250 watts. So if your bike is regulated to the correct speed for pedal assist, not to push and go, not to twist and go, you should be road legal. There shouldn't be no technical issues behind it. It has to cut out at 15.5. This is all information that we've been over before. Riding an e-scooter illegally carries the same penalties as driving, including vehicle seizures. Yeah, so recently I've discovered that a lot of the vehicles that they have been taking for electric scooters have been getting crushed. And I have been meaning to make this story from 5 days ago. But I've been looking around the internet to see on, what information I can really discover. And it seems like Department of Transport has a big play in a lot of this taking place. And I'm just going to be honest, I don't see electric scooters ever being legalized when we have all of this taking place. And we have the bigger issue that the legal scooters all of them accidents are going to be stuck into the same category as a private owned scooter. So, and I guarantee you them legal scooters have more accidents than the private owned scooter. I'm just saying it. That's exactly how I feel about it. You know? Like, I'll be real. I've been hit by cars, but I haven't actually ever hit a person or along them lines, if that makes sense. Like, ran someone over and left them. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, I think there's a lot within this story that makes sense, but there's bits of the story that I feel like are being left out. I feel like there's bits of the information that haven't been provided to the people that are putting these stories together, right, to provide the public. Because it seems like it's always private owned e-scooters that are the technical issue. So, you know, that in my eyes is a bit of a problem. But that's today's video. I'm wondering if any of you lot made it to the end. If you did, have you been around Birmingham looking for Snoopy? It's quite interesting, actually. But yeah, until the next time, I'm going to go and do my e-brakes. So we got the bike prep for the next video. And we're going to get out there and get this one filmed. Catch you guys soon.